Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I hope you're doing great. I am coming to you with a book haul, baby. I rarely ever buy books in multiples, so this is rare to have an actual book haul to show you, but I had my birthday last month, so I got some gifted books. I also have some Kindle Unlimited books that I bought, or I didn't buy, I rented, I guess, when you use Kindle Unlimited, that I wanted to share as well. We have quite a few. I've been in a reading rut. I'd barely read all September. I mentioned it in my wrap-up video. But some of these books that I got are kind of pulling me out of my reading rut, especially the ones I got on Kindle Unlimited, and then some I got for my birthday. So I'm really excited to read for October. I'm excited to sit cozy on the couch, drink some tea, relax, have a good ass time, and just read a book, you know? These first two I showed in a vlog, I'm pretty sure. The first one is Carrie, Soto Was Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I started reading this. This is the beginning of my reading run. I cannot read a book when it's I feel like I should be reading it, it's super hyped or it just came out or whatever, and I was I feel like I should read this, but it's just not giving me the joy to read. So I just couldn't get into this. I might try to read the audiobook or listen to the audiobook. I think it's also because this is a hardcover, and just hardcovers do not bring me joy. This next one is actually so funny. This is The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. Michaelides? Is that how you say his last name? On my Twitch stream, I asked everybody to give me a book to help me pick my next book, and we picked The Silent Patient because it's October, it's spooky season, and I didn't read a single page. I just did not pick this up. I'm hoping I can read it this month because it is a little spooky read, you know, spooky season. But again, I don't want to put Pressure on myself that I have to read this book. Also, I didn't talk about what any of these books are. I'm just assuming you guys know what they're about. Carrie, Soto Was Back is part of the Taylor Jenkins Reid universe with Malibu Rising, Evelyn Hugo, and Daisy Jones and the Six. Carrie Soto is a small character in Malibu Rising, which I actually I finished in the beginning of September. Basically, she is coming out of retirement from being a retired tennis player to reclaim her title. She's 37, and it's all about their big match. I used to play tennis in high school, so I feel I should be really into this. I don't know. I'll give it a shot. Silent Patient. This one is spooky. This one,
Alicia Berenson's life is seemingly perfect until one night when her husband Gabriel returns home late from work, and Alicia shoots him 5 times in the face and never speaks another word.
So it's kind of spooky, yeah, right? And then there's this criminal psychotherapist, Theo, and he's captivated by the story, and he agrees to talk to her, and it's all about that. So spooky. I feel I should be into it because I love true crime stuff. But this is another book that so many people were talking about the past few months. ACOTAR, A Court of Thorn and Roses. This is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and I feel I would really like it. I read the first page and a half. That's it. I need to get into this. People have said such good things about this series, and I'm really into reading series. I'm going to talk about it in a sec, but this would be such a good series to get into. Alright, and then before we get into other series, I went to Barnes & Noble when I was in San Diego to visit my friend, and we went to Barnes & Noble, like I said, and I got Love and Other Words. This is one of her favorite books, and I knew I wanted to get it with her, although I wanted her to sign it, and I totally forgot to have her sign it. It's okay. This is a rom-com. This is I feel a throwback by Christina Lauren. So many people love this, but this gives me really cozy fall vibes with the cabin and the books and the cup of coffee, and I have no idea what this is about. No clue. And I'm kind of okay with that. But Let me read this back and then I'll give you like a synopsis. Okay, this sounds really cute. So it's a like childhood friends to lovers, I'm assuming. I don't think it's in dual POV. I think it's just in Macy's point of view. She is seemingly have a perfect life, except she doesn't kill her husband this time. She is like a pediatrics resident. She's planning to marry a financially secure man. And then she runs into her childhood best friend, lover, and they kind of like reconnect. It's been like 10 years since they've seen each other. And it takes place outside San Francisco, which I grew up outside San Francisco, so that's like kind of really cute. I'm excited. I'm excited to read this for sure. If you guys read this, which you probably have, let me know. Next, I'm gonna bring you my Kindle. So something that I tried to get to pull me out of my reading rut was I downloaded Magnolia Parks on my Kindle. I read like a page and couldn't get into it. I don't know. It was the same thing where like so many people were talking about it and I had to read it. And so because of that, there was like pressure. Does that make any sense? I didn't read it. It's still sitting down here, but I purchased it on Kindle. So I'm going to have to read it eventually because I can't like leave. I'm a completionist. I have to see the little banner read. And then the other series that I got is the Eden's series on Kindle Limited. So the first one's called Indigo Ridge, and then I'm currently reading Juniper Hill, and then the third one is called Garnet Flats. So I've downloaded all of them, and like I said, I finished Indigo Ridge. Indigo Ridge is a romance with a murder mystery subplot. Super interesting, super engaging, and that is the book that ripped me out of my reading rut. I think it was because like the murder subplot kind of like hooked me. Winslow shows up to this small town in Montana, and she's the new chief of police. Everyone is like not into her because she's young and the mayor is her grandfather. But she didn't get the job because of that. She applied and did the hard work, and she's a really good detective. But everybody's kind of like stuck in their small town ways. So when somebody like shows up dead, they just assume that's a suicide. But she feels differently, you know, as you would. And then there's this handsome rancher cowboy that she runs into when she first gets there. She thinks he's a tourist, so they hook up, finds out that he's one of the founding family members of the town that she's the sheriff for. Juicy from the get-go, I'm telling ya. So that's the Indigo Ridge story. Highly recommend if you're in a reading rut. It might pull you out, and it's on Kindle Limited if you have that. And then it's a series, so it follows the 6 siblings of the Edens, who are like the founding family of this small Montana town. The first book is about Griffin, and then the second book is about Knox, and the third book is about Talia. I can't remember. But I'm currently on the second book right now. I will say this one's not like gripping me as much as the first book. I think because the subplot isn't as hooking me. I think it's because, I don't know, just the murder mystery is just up my alley. This one is kind of more of like, there is a mystery of like this girl, she came to town. She has this baby. No one knows who the father is. And like, she falls in love with one of the siblings who's this chef. And you're kind of like, who is she? What's her backstory? Blah, 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 all that stuff. And I'm kind of like 70% in, so I'm like, okay, the third act conflict is going to happen right now. A lot of people said they liked the second one more than the first one. Right now, as it stands, I like the first one better, but I still have like 30% more to go. And then the third book is called Garnet Flats. By the way, this is written by Devney Perry. I don't think I said the author's name in the beginning. I'm not a real booktuber. I don't know what I'm doing, but I enjoy reading. So, okay, yeah, the third book is about Talia. So she's the doctor in town. The love of her life about 2 years ago married her best friend, and she was heartbroken. And then after a few years, he divorces her and he comes running back to Talia, and she's like, what do you want? So this is his second chance, small town romance. There's a fourth book coming out, but yeah, like I said, there will be a book about every sibling. So there's 3 out right now. The fourth one is coming out in January. So I think it's a really good series to like get into, and like look forward to the books coming out eventually. How long have I been talking for? 14 minutes. That's not bad. Okay, the last 2 that I have in this haul that I'm very excited about. These are both gifts by my friend Carrie. Hothouse Flower and Fuel the Fire. Ugh, I have been waiting so long to continue the Addicted / Calloway Sisters series. This series has a chokehold on me. I feel like nobody's talking about this, or they've read this a million years ago, but if you haven't read Krista and Becca Ritchie's Addicted / Calloway Sisters series, God, these characters in this series are my best friends. I love them so much. Here's a reading guide for the Addicted series to follow in order. The Addicted series is all of Lily and Lo's perspective, and then the Calloway Sisters series goes between Daisy and Rose's perspective, and then the last book is an epilogue with all of them. So I'm up to Kiss the Sky, which is the 4th book, I believe. I'm actually filming a reading vlog, reading this whole series, so I'm really excited to continue that as well. But I've been waiting for Carrie to give me Hothouse Flower because she annotated it for me. Look at it, you can see her highlights and her notes. I'm so excited to read this. I've never read a book that was annotated by someone else. And I told her I want to annotate Book Lovers for her because she hasn't read it yet. And also I kind of want to reread it because Jack Edwards gave it 2 stars. And I'm kind of shook about that. Are you sure? Yes. So I'm really excited to read this one. I also need to get Thrive and Addicted After All before I read Fuel the Fire. I'll probably get those on Kindle after I read this though. Do I need to talk about a synopsis of these? I kind of already said. I don't want to really spoil it because this is the 5th book and then this is the 8th book. So there's 4 sisters, but there's only books about 3 of them. The oldest sister literally doesn't matter at all. There's Poppy, Rose, Lily, and Daisy. They're all named after flowers. So in Addicted series, Lily is addicted to sex, and Lo, her friend, is addicted to alcohol. And they have kind of a friends to lovers trope going on. And Rose, her older sister, is very smart. I relate to Rose deeply because I feel like we're both type A people. She has this, academic tension with her rival, Connor. I love them. I don't want to spoil too much. And then there's Daisy has this crush with this older guy who is the friend of theirs. Again, I don't want to spoil anything, but it's so juicy. It's so juicy. And yeah, also, why is this book a centimeter bigger? Why? What's going on? Well, that is all the book haul that I have for you. I'm excited to read all of them. If you have read any of the books I have mentioned, please let me know in the comments below. I really love reading. It's really fun. I've never been a big reader, and in the past year, I started really reading last November, and it's just been a wild ride ever since. My next video, I'm going to be fixing up this office. I bought a new shelf, so we're gonna do a new bookcase decorating area. We're gonna make it a writing station because I'm writing a book currently. We're gonna make a makeup station, workstation. I'm gonna tidy up this space and make it a lot more aesthetic and functional. So if that seems interesting to you, please hit the subscribe. And if you liked this video, I would love a like. I would love one, just a little teensy one, a little, I think that's all I have for you. If you want to follow me on Instagram or TikTok, please do so. I'm also live on Twitch 2 days a week, and I play lots of cozy games like Sims and Stardew, Animal Crossing. I just started playing this game called Coral Island, which is very cute and cozy as well. Alright, that's all. Have a good week, day, month, year, life. Love you. See you later. Bye.